Do you have a scary corner like this in your basement? In today's video, I'll show you how to turn it into a beautiful organized space for your storage boxes and your tools. I'm Hannah, and I'm here to show you how you can make the home of your dreams on a budget. Don't we just end up shoving all of that unwanted stuff in our basement and then we never go back and organize it or think of how to make it more functional? Well, in today's video, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Let's go. I'm here at my brother's house and I'm gonna be doing a really good organization project. Everyone loves a good organization project, right? So I'm gonna be organizing this corner of his basement. And this is actually, as you can see, where he keeps a lot of his tools. And it's actually really special to me because my brother has a lot of tools that my dad handed down to him, and my dad passed away last year. So these tools are like really special because my dad taught both me and my brother to DIY together. And it's really special for me to keep them in like good shape. And I always do projects at my brother's house, so having them accessible for him and for me is like a win-win. With this space, there's two main goals. One is to organize all his tools, and the second is to hide all this clutter. This one-day organization project is going to be amazing. First, we have to get rid of all of the tools and all of the bins and boxes that are in this area. I'm just going to put them right behind me. We're not even purging anything right now. I just need to get the new cabinets built and in this spot, and after that, we will sort through all of the items that are here. I have to pause and show you this because 1000% this is from my dad. My dad is the kind of man who loves to collect things. So there's 10,000 screw bits in this. It's just crazy how many there are in there. What's that expression? It always looks worse before it gets better. Yikes. So it's just my luck that it's actually raining today and all the boxes have been delivered. They were nice enough to actually drop it off in the backyard, so now I just have to get it in through the door. So I think I'm gonna assemble most of the things out here and then just try and drag them. Let's see. I'm using the Gladiator shelving system to organize my brother's basement. I use this system in my own garage and I love it. I think it's really durable and it is definitely an investment, but I totally think it's worth it because these are the type of products I know will last. This is the 7-drawer tool chest and I love this for organizing all the small tools. But first we gotta flip this over and get the wheels on. Okay, it says you should have 2 people to tip this over because I need to put the wheels on. I'm gonna see if I can do myself. This is really heavy, and yes, you should totally have 2 people when you're working on this tool chest. Questioning my choice of day. I committed to this day today because I've got my mom watching my daughter who's just a baby. So yeah, I committed to today. There isn't much to assemble on this tool chest. You just have to add this bumper and then you have to add the wheels onto it. You pre-place the screws and then you put the wheels on top, and then there's a nut on top that you need to close up. A few of them were a little bit finicky and I couldn't get them to tighten, so I got my brother to help me out. I really don't know what I was doing wrong, but an extra pair of hands helped a lot. Because the cabinet is so heavy and all the drawers come pre-installed, you can actually remove the drawers if you're going to be moving it around. So we have to take this from outside to inside the basement, and you can just flip these tabs up on the side and the drawers all slide right out. And then you just slide it back in when you have moved it, and you can just, place it where you want it to go. It's a lot lighter. One thing I didn't realize is how difficult it would be to actually get this inside. So make sure that you measure the width of your door because I think these are meant for the garage. So, it's not really an issue to get into your garage, but it might be harder to fit it through your door frames. After that struggle, we made it inside somehow and we can reinstall the drawers. The rain today has been on and off, and I don't really want to assemble these big cabinets outside, so I'm taking apart the boxes and bringing the individual pieces inside, and then I'll assemble it there. Above the tool chest is going to be a lot of dead space, so I want to maximize and utilize that space. I got the wall gearbox, which will also have doors, and you can just put more of your like spackle and putty and hammer and all that kind of stuff in there. Whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh. We chose the Gladiator ready to assemble gearbox in the extra large size, which is 48 inches wide. So this is the largest size that they have. And I think this will be great to actually hold all the boxes, the decor, and all the random items that they don't use on a day-to-day basis. And the best part is that the shelves are adjustable and you can just close the doors so you don't see all that clutter in there. Having an extra person to help you assemble this is really helpful. So my mom is taking care of Sabrina today, but while Sabrina's napping, my mom volunteered to help me out a bit. Some kind of butterfly. Baby, you whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. It's actually really light. It's just really tall. You're channeling wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. It was not bad. Baby, I'm super nervous for some reason. For real, I have no idea how my brother even got this into this corner because look at the ceiling where the ducts and the venting is. I don't know how he wedged it in, so I'll just leave that for him to remove. The little sister in me always gets my brother to do the hard parts. Here's one of the things where you have to think smarter and not harder. If you need to install a shelf and you can't have someone else hold it for you, use a bunch of boxes or something really tall to hold that shelf in place while you secure it. So on this gearbox, you have to install the screws through the side, but there'd be no way for me to hold this and screw it in all at once. So I use these boxes to kind of makeshift a support ledge for the shelf to rest on. Everything's assembled, which was really easy. Now the next step is what's making me the most nervous. We need to install all these cabinets into the concrete walls. So I need to mark first where the holes are for the screws, which is like on the back of these cabinets. And then we're gonna go in and use a hammer drill. Okay, so for this project, you need a hammer drill. So you can't just use your regular old drill that you would use for wood. So I actually bought a new one. We had like a super old one, and I just thought that technology's improved a lot, and I want to make these holes quickly because the other one we have, it's okay, but it takes like a few minutes to make one hole, which is just like horrible. So this is what I got. I'll link it below if we like it. And I also got the masonry drill bits and the screws as well, because you definitely need those. You can't just drill into concrete with like regular screws. Let's open it up. There's 3 things that I learned from using this hammer drill. The first is you actually need to be pretty strong and to have really good leverage to drill these holes into it. I tried and it was just taking forever, so my husband volunteered to help me out. The second is that you really need ear protection. We didn't bring ear protection with us, and this thing is so loud, so make sure you're protecting your ears. And the third is that it will take maybe like a minute or 2 to make one hole. And you also want to make sure that your hole is a 1/4 inch longer than your screws. Otherwise, you won't be able to drive the screw in the regular way you would with an impact driver. Oh, and also there's a lot of dust that falls down, so wear a mask. Anyways, that's all there was to actually install the cabinets, and now I get to set everything up and show you how it looks. Oh my gosh, I'm like drowning in the organization of all this stuff because I'm like trying to put in a way that my brother will like remember and it'll be intuitive to him. But like, I think I'm gonna get him to come help me because I don't want to put stuff away. Then he's like, where is this? Every time he's gonna call me and be like, where did you put my XYZ? But first, oh my gosh, the organization. There's so much organization that needs to be done. They've lived here for 8 years and everything has just been thrown onto these shelves. Can I just say, I'm so glad we finally got to this point because like this was a lot of organization and a lot of purging too. I've worked so hard to transform this disorganized corner into this beautiful organized space. I love that it has this magnetic closure so that when you close the doors, they don't swing open, they just shut. And they have that same magnet on the cabinets as well. This is amazing. I think this is probably like my favorite. I have this in my house too, and just like the way you can organize all your tools and like, you know, everything. It's just like, So I told Neil and Nesma to come see it, and I'm going to record their reaction because I think this is going to be really good. Like, I think they'll be really happy with how much organization they have.
Whoa. Looks good. Nice.
Check it out. So I like organized all your tools, right?
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at that.
But I think like the cabinet is better. Look at the cabinet. So like everything that you need, you know, is like organized by the type of project you're gonna do. And then yeah, all your big tools down there. So I use a lot of clear bins to like organize a lot of your stuff. So like down here, you've got tiling stuff in the corner, paint supplies, right?
Wow.
Like other random stuff.
Amazing.
Are you happy?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
The
here,
paint stuff is not falling out all over the floor now.
Yeah, man. It's pretty impressive.
Okay.
Pretty impressive.
Awesome.
But Asma, I think you have to look at this. This is why I really want to do this project, because when I come to
Yes.
your house and I do
Okay.
stuff, like, look, like, oh, we can find a screwdriver. Give this project a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time for my next DIY.